Okay, so for what the basis of this reading is about, you have the Four of Cups reversed, the Hermit reversed, the Eight of Cups reversed, and then the Five of Pentacles reversed. So I think this is actually very good. The Four of Cups reversed indicates, I really feel like some of you might have, if you were feeling stuck or bored or just not really satisfied with certain choices that were being presented for you or certain things in your life, I think you're finally getting to a point where you're moving past that. Maybe right now you were deciding, okay, well, I don't want to be stuck anymore. Let me look into other things. Let me try to figure something else out or try some stuff or, give something a chance. Because that's what I'm getting. I'm getting like you were kind of getting out of this funk in a way. And the Hermit reversed here indicates that you might be, I think you had done a lot of soul searching, but you might be ready to kind of now, I don't want to say get out there, get out in the world, but you might be ready to finally like no longer be in a pause period. You're kind of moving forward because also the Eight of Cups, but there's something you're revisiting. And then the Five of Pentacles reversed here is indicating that you're not feeling like as isolated or alone. You're kind of looking for things around you that could be either useful or resources, but something you're kind of not being so lonely anymore. So definitely the Four of Cups reversed, the Hermit, and then the Five of Pentacles really saying to me that you're not really being in this lonely state. You're kind of starting to see the flowers blossom and bloom or whatever. Like you're kind of coming out of a funk. If you were in a funk, you have been kind of coming out of a funk. And I don't think it was just like overnight. I think this has been a process for you. But the Eight of Cups, there's something you want to revisit here. There's something that you're trying to either give a second chance to, or there's maybe a dream or something. You're not fully ready to let something go, but you might want to be trying it a little bit of a different way. So let's get into it then. Now, in your current energies, man, you guys got some good stuff. You got the Nine of Cups and then you have the Ace of Pentacles. Your current energies is indicating that you're feeling very emotionally content. Like you're in a good place right now. I think you came out of this funk or whatever and you're kind of like in a good place. You might not be exactly where you want to be, but you're in a good place right now. And then the Ace of Pentacles, there's some type of new opportunity or something kind of has sparked your interest or kind of been presented for you or to you that I think you're like, you know what, I'm going to kind of give this a try. I'm going to take a look into it a little bit. I'm going to try it out. I'm going to go on this path, see what happens. But I feel like a very optimistic energy right now with this. So I think that's really, really great, especially because the funk has been lifted. So, but what's coming in for you is amazing as well, because then you have the Lovers and then you have the Hanged Man. So the Lovers, it could indicate for some of you that there might be special someone coming your way, or if you're in a relationship already, it could just indicate that you two might be kind of going through a phase that is, a good period, a good phase. But for some of you who it's not representative of love or anything like that, it also could mean that, you're meeting somebody that you really connect well with, or you're going to be going through a period where you're connecting very well with somebody. But this could also indicate choices as well. Like there might be some choices, but these choices are actually almost like destined for you and they're really for your benefit. The Hanged Man is all about seeing something from a different perspective. So I think whatever this represents, for some of you, it could also represent a little bit of that self-sacrifice. And I don't think it necessarily means that you need to sacrifice yourself for somebody else, but maybe you're going to have to, in a way, get outside of your comfort zone a little bit, because I think that's what's going on here. I think there was a comfort zone of almost like, I don't want to say solitude, but maybe keeping things very much to yourself, almost being very, not really, I'm not saying not happy with life, but just being very like blah. This is a blah energy over here, kind of not being overly happy, not being very thrilled, not really having that excitement or that, passion for something. Because I think that you could have probably had like a heartbreak, because I feel like this energy, usually this kind of comes off of some BS, But I think you finally have gotten out of that. But now I think to continue that, you might have to almost sacrifice certain things within yourself to be more open to receiving, let's say, love from somebody else, or positive connections from other people or other situations. So you might have to almost like see something from a different point of view, but sacrifice, I don't want to say maybe your solitude, to go out, but sacrifice maybe certain things that you're used to doing and see certain things from a different perspective and kind of almost take a chance a little bit, So I definitely think, but I definitely think this is positive. You'll kind of understand for yourself what that represents, but I definitely think this is very, very positive. But your challenge regarding this situation, you have the Two of Pentacles and then Death reversed. Your challenge is going to be able to juggle things. You're going to have to juggle your time or multiple friendships or whatever this is, work-life balance. So you're going to have to really kind of balance things effectively, you know, so that's going to be your challenge. And your challenge is also, with Death reversed, not to stay stuck in what you were doing. I think your challenge is really going to be to move forward and not to slip back. So, because I think this is very, very positive energy, but sometimes we get like used to being in this funk, and the funk is almost like a comfort zone. Not for everybody, but I know sometimes for me, the funk is the comfort zone for me. Doing everything else, kind of getting out there, that's not my comfort zone. That's not where my specialty is. My specialty is just being at home in misery, wallowing and marinating in the misery. I'm just joking. But sometimes you get comfortable in kind of the solitude and the kind of like, okay, you know, it's weird. I know it's weird, but some people it's just a little bit easier than to kind of get out of a comfort zone. So I think your challenge really is to juggle these new aspects of your life and not slip back into the funk over here. Now, what is recommended for you? You have the Two of Swords reversed, and then you have the Ten of Wands. So I think with the Two of Swords reversed here, I think it's almost like you don't have to make decisions right this second. You know, I think not everything, if you feel like you might have to be making a decision, because even with the Lovers, this could be a card of choices. I just think that the Ten of Wands is here saying, just continue to work on yourself or work on the situation. Don't stress yourself out so much on having to commit to one thing right this second or make a decision right this second, because I feel like if there is a decision, you might not have all the information, you might not really know exactly everything about it, and you might just need like a minute to kind of get used to whatever this is, get more information, or, you know, go on this path a little bit, continue working on yourself or the situation, and continue kind of, I wonder if some of you, this decision is almost to add like another burden to yourself. But I think that the Ten of Wands is here saying that like you have enough burdens right now, or enough responsibilities, I should say, right this second. So don't add to it. But if you have to make the decision down the line, make it when you have more information or where you feel like a little bit more confident in doing that. So I think this is saying just don't worry if there's something that you feel like you have to be deciding upon. Do not worry about it right this second. Focus on the stuff that you're having now, because you don't want to be slipping back into the funk over here. And now with the other cards you got, you had number 22, Dragon Spirit. Truth transcends illusions. And I think with the Two of Swords reversed here, I think if there is something that you need to kind of get more information about, you will be getting more information. And this could even be with the Hangman reverse. Maybe there's something that you'll get more clarity with, because that could also indicate seeing something from a little bit of a different perspective. So there might need to be some type of clarity that will be coming into you. So, and I think at that point, then you'll be able to make whatever decisions or whatever going forward. So, but I think also the illusion could be this funk that you were in. You know, so I think that you need to, let's say if this is more like living your truth or your happiness, you need to kind of acknowledge that, and then just know that maybe this fear or this illusion that kind of had been going on, that you kind of managed to come out of. Because I definitely think this is energy of coming out of that. So before this, you might have been in the funk, you know? So that's why I keep calling this the funk, because this was like the beginning of getting out of the funk. But I definitely think the funk was there to a certain degree. But I think you don't want to slip back now. And now we have number 30, Grasshopper Spirit, take a leap of faith. And I think this is just you just having to, you know, go with your heart, go with the flow, and just kind of trusting yourself and moving forward. You have Selenite, clear the clutter. Now, I really feel like some of you, the clutter could be a little bit in your mind. You know, maybe you do have a little clutter around the house or whatever, you know, it happens. But I feel like some of you, this could be a little bit of like a mental clutter. And you might need to just be aware of that, you know. Now, release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. And this is another kind of energy clearing things card. So for some of you, this could represent somebody in the past or something in the past that was kind of, because with the Eight of Cups here, it could be like revisiting a situation. So maybe there was a situation that you felt like you needed to revisit, or you almost were like stuck in and you were able to finally move forward from that. But sometimes this residue a little bit still lingers, because with the death reversed here, it's almost like it's lingering a little too much. You know, you need to move on from it, but it's still right. It's like kind of like attached to you still. So that's just something to be mindful of. You have singularity. You are your own sun, moon, and stars, and you are your own little universe, you know, so that's fantastic. So I just think this is reminding you that you are very special, you're very individual, you're very unique, and you just need to realize that, and just, you are special. You know, we're all in our own little ways. We have like specialness, you know, because we're all here. So just remind yourself that, almost like in a way, you just need yourself. I don't know if that's, because I feel like, I wonder if some of you, this funk was almost because of somebody else a little bit, because sometimes we get like a little codependent, and if it doesn't work out, it makes us feel less than, or not as worthy of, or whatever. But I think the singularity is like, you are worthy, you are deserving of, you know, having your dreams come to fruition in this lifetime. So now we have engagement ring. Engagement, partnerships, commitment, eternity, completion, union. I really think that now with the lovers here, this could represent, you know, love and, you know, like, you know, good commitments, but this also could be like a choice or something that is going to be more long haul energy. You know, engagement ring is not marriage quite yet, but it's like, you know what? I like this thing, or I like this person enough to, you know, think about it longer. So I definitely think there's something going on here where a situation, I think it has to do with this Ace of Pentacles. Whatever this opportunity is, you're finding this happiness, whatever this represents, I think you're wanting to maybe pursue it longer. And I think that's extremely positive. It's something that you want to explore further. Now you have difficult roads often lead to beautiful destinations. And I feel like what you had gone through prior was a difficult road, and I think you had to kind of do a lot of soul searching, and I think it's putting you on this better path, because to me this is like a beautiful destination over here. So that's really positive. Now for your little affirmation card, we have, today I am present. Never mind. Today I am persistent. I need to read the whole word. Sometimes I just read the first thing and I'm like, I'm just going to make the rest of the word up. Okay. Today I am persistent. Today, nothing will stop me from accomplishing my goals. Nothing will stand in the way of my happiness. And that is beautiful. And that's what you might need to remind yourself, so you don't slip back into maybe old negative thought patterns or emotional stuff or whatever. Now we're going to see what spirit of the dish shall be with you during this situation. You have the spirit of the refried, which is the spirit of the refried beans. Okay, now for the dinner and a movie that's recommended for you at this time, you have seafood and action films, which is amazing. And you have, for the energies that you need to either be aware of or tap into, you have Taurus. Now, Taurus is a fixed sign. They're very, very, you know, stubborn, but, you know, they could be very, I don't want to say it's slow moving, but it's persistent, you know? And I think, because you have persistent here, I think whatever this is, it's maybe more of like a long-term, because you had the engagement and even the lovers here. And to me, that's like more like long-term energy, because it's a little bit like larger stuff. I think you need to be persistent with this. I think you need to know that, you know, obstacles are going to come out of nowhere. You know, the shenanigans are running around. They're coming for us all. But I think you need to remind yourself, good times and bad times, what do you want? What are you trying to do here? And that you're trying to pursue your happiness, or, you know, you're trying to move forward, because I think this is really good for you. So I think you just might need to remind yourself it's not going to be a quick, easy fix type of thing. You also have Pisces. And this is all about kind of like vision, creativity, and it could have a little bit of that illusion feel as well. But I really feel, and you also have Neptune here, which is also kind of Piscean energy, and it's that vision, creativity, and illusions as well. So you have a lot of that. And I think this is about like your dreams as well, and even tapping into your like intuition, because sometimes I think here you might not have all the answers, especially with the Two of Swords reversed. I think in certain aspects, then you have to rely on your intuition or that gut feeling. But this energy over here, what was going on to help you get out of this is heavy, or even prior to this is very heavy energy. So sometimes I think we block ourselves, or we block our intuition, but I think you're coming out of that. So almost like rely and trust on yourself a little bit more. And then you also have Mars here, which is all about that kind of energy that, you know, we're going to war with this kind of stuff, you know, that kind of can-do attitude, you know, that spark. So it's about passion and everything. So you might need to have that little bit of passion and remind yourself what you're doing and why you want it type of thing. Now, you also have the number 4, which is a even number, so that means the special guest that'll be answering your questions today, Scorpio, will be Mr. Predicto. Think of those questions. He'll be out here shortly. Okay, and you have the little magic wand. So this is saying that you are the master of your destiny. You have your own little magic wand. You can wave your little magic wand and you can get what you want with your own magic wand. So you just have to wave it around, guys, and the actions you take will help you get to what you want out of this lifetime. And we have wealth, and I definitely think this could be going with what's going on with this Ace of Pentacles. I'm not saying that you're going to like be rolling in the dough, but I definitely think that the wealth could even just be feeling like you have abundance, or just even wealth of happiness, wealth of emotions, or whatever, or something that's making you wealth. Maybe it could even represent what you had gone through, kind of gave you a better perspective on life. And sometimes like you're very wealthy if you are wise and, you know, I'm not saying all knowing, but sometimes the experiences we've had help us kind of gain like a wealth of experience, a wealth of knowledge, but they help us mentally handle things more effectively going forward. So I definitely think there's something with almost like maybe that you've leveled up, but it's you have more now, even if it's just emotionally, spiritually, than you had before. That's kind of what I'm getting with that. I hope that makes sense. Okay, I'm bringing him on over. Here he is. Think of those questions, Scorpio, and it is time. Oh, Mr. Predicto, the most accurate prediction device to ever run off of batteries. What is the answer to Scorpio's question?
Definitely yes.
Just in case you didn't hear him, he said definitely yes. Mr. Predicto is a man of many words, and those were the words he chose to speak here today. I hope you all have a wonderful day, week, month, year, lifetime, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.